Hi, I'm Allie. Join me in creating these focal earrings featuring basically one bead at the bottom of a little seed beaded section. Remember, if you need any supplies, like some of these Potomac's picks, you can go down in the description of the video and we'll put links there to get to our website, which lists the exact materials that are used in this design. Gather up your materials and your bead on a board and let's get ready to get started. So to begin our earrings, we are going to begin with 4mm beads as well as 8OC beads. If you want to use 4mm metal beads like I have here, these are the micro-faceted seamless mirrored rounds. You can also use check glass, and I'll show you what that difference is. They also feature one single bead at the bottom. So that's kind of the standalone name, is that you can have one bead that you have a match of and they stand alone. I'm featuring some of the Potomac's collections that are fun vintage check glass. There's all different Potomac picks. This one is the yarn balls that I'll be using. So I have currently on my thread, which I'm using size 6 dragon thread or dragon cord. What I'm using is 4 of my mirrored rounds along with 4 8OC beads following. And I'm going to tie this into a knot. We're going to be starting out as this square shape and then progressing from it. I don't need a lot of thread at the ends, just enough to tie onto and to finish up the piece itself. Now, the nice thing about the seamless rounds are they're not too heavy because they're a hollowed bead inside. So if you want that nice metallic look, and they come in all different colors. So from here and my knot, I'm going to sew through the next mirrored round, and I'm going to sew through the next 8OC bead. And I want my thread and needle to exit through the 8OC bead. Once we have that exited, we're going to do our second step. Our second step is going to be 2 8Os, followed by 1 of the 4mm, followed by 2 8Os. You're going to skip over that mirrored round and sew into the next 8OC bead. So we're going the whole way around, doing this 4 times. It's going to create a little cross section, which you can also, if you want to, use as is without adding the final row of beads. So again, 2 8s, 1 4mm, 2 8s, and into the next 8OC bead, skipping over the 4mm from the first row. So again, we do this a total of 4 times. And then finishing up, doing my last one here. Just kind of tightening up my thread a little bit. We're going to add the last one. And then sew into that first 8OC bead that your thread was originally coming out of. And then we're also going to get our thread and needle to come out through one of the 4mm beads. This wants to fly all over here. Through one of the 4mm beads that we just added. So we're going to sew up. See how it has that pretty little kind of square design to it? We're going to take our thread and needle coming out the 8 there, and we are going to step up. We're stepping up through the first 2 8OC beads. And then we're also going to step up and come out of one of those 4mm beads. This completes this first little piece. And again, you can keep going with this. You can make it into kind of that arabesque shape. What I'm going to do now is we are going to add another row of our 4mm faceted rounds around the exterior. If you're adding just the 4mm in the check fire polished rounds, they're a little bit more of an oval shape than a true 4mm round. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our thread and needle and go through the 8OC bead that's right after that mirrored round on the outer edge. We're going to add one 11OC bead, followed by another one of our mirrored rounds, followed by another 11O. If you're adding a 4mm fire polished round, you don't need the seed beads on the side. You're then going to sew through the next mirrored round that sticks up from that grouping of 2, 1, 2 that we did. And I want you to sew through the 8O, that 4mm round, and then the 8O that's after it. We're going to do this the whole way around, picking up an 11, the 4mm, 11, and then sewing through the next 8 round 8. So you're grabbing onto the sides of that little cross section. We do this again 4 times, just like we did that little cross section. for a very, very simple design. And what's great about this is you can really use any 4 mm bead. You can do slight modifications using 15s or 11 on the outer edge. With the fire polish rounds that have a little bit more of that egg shape, you can even keep off the 11s. And we're going the whole way around, adding in that outer edge. And boy, do these mirrored rounds sparkle. From here, I want to get down to that base bead that has the triangle on top. And I'm going to sew down to that 4 mm round. So through the 8, through the 11, and out the first 4 mm round that we just added. At this point, if you want to, you don't have to add anything on the bottom. You can just put your bead at the top, but I'm going to do that showstopper effect of doing that fun singular bead like these ornamental lentils or like these yarn ball beads. Coming out the bottom, I'm going to add 1 15 followed by 1 8 mm, followed by a 15 that were, or sorry, 1 11, 1 8, 1 11. And you can see here on our sample piece, I just did 2 8s. You can kind of change it up. We're going to then sew through our yarn ball bead. We're going to add a little 11 as a stopper for the bottom. Come up back through the yarn ball. So we add an 11. We don't go back through the 11. We just go through the yarn ball, which creates a little stop at the end of that bead. From here, we're going to go back up through that 11-0 seed bead right before it. We're sharing that. Add 1 more 8-0 and 1 more 11. And then we're going to sew into the opposite side of that last faceted round that our thread is coming out of. So we're coming out the left-hand side. After I do this little down and up, I want to make sure that I'm coming into the right and over. And what that's going to do is pull this so it is the centerpiece and that kind of showstopper look. From here, we're going to go up to the top and add our wire guard. So I'm just sewing around that outer edge, making sure you're going through all your beads so you don't see any thread. And you can see how fast and easy this was to make, basically recording the entire thing. Going up through. And when I get to the top, we're going to add a wire guard or a wire protector, it's called. If you've never added those before, they work really, really well to make the project look very finished. So coming up to the top here, I'm going to go opposite of that ornamental or that yarn bead. And once you're there, you're going to add your wire guard. Before the wire guard, we're going to put an 8-0 seed bead just for some color at the top, an 11-0 seed bead, go through the one side of the wire guard, and then we're going to go down the other side of the wire guard. Coming down the other side, we're going to repeat, doing an 11 and an 8. Once you do so, just like we did in the bottom, you want to go into the opposite side of that 4 mm bead that your thread is currently coming out of. That way, just like that bead at the bottom sits centered, so does the wire guard along the top. From here, we're going to sew into the project, going through the 11 after. If you want to, you can also reinforce that thread line, going back up through the wire guard one more time. What I'm going to do is sew through the 11, the 8, and the 4. We're then going to sew down into the middle of the project, going through the next 8, and then going down the line of 8. So through that 1 8, and I have enough thread on here to do a whole nother set of earrings. Going down through towards the middle. Once you get through to that middle 8-0 seed bead, you're going to circle around that center line. Remember, you did 8-0 and 4 mm 4 times. That's where our knot is. So I'm just going to circle around those central beads till I get my thread right next to the area where my knot is. And because my fire polished or my fire polish beads or my, in this case, 4 mm micro-faceted mirror beads have a pretty large hole, I'm literally just going to tie right here to finish off. Then you can grab your thread burner or your thread zap. You can zap that down. Cut that off after you have a couple cuts or a couple knots. You can also tuck the thread if you want to, this knot. Take it through your 4 mm bead, and then you'll have that hole disappear in the middle. I'm just, in the absence of my thread burner sitting right here, going to cut this down. Finish that up by taking a pair of chain nose or needle nose pliers, opening up your ear wire, sticking on your earring, closing up your ear wire, and completing your fun pair. These are great for making that bead really stand out along the bottom and using some simple materials that you probably already have in your stash. Thanks so much for joining me, Potomac Beaders, on these focal earrings, whether or not you're making them with fire polish rounds or even with some of those new mirrored 4mm rounds. You can have fun highlighting the beads that hang down while making really a focus to the ear and to your face. As always, if you need any materials, go ahead and look below the video in the description to shop with us online for links there with the exact beads that are used in this design. Remember also, you can comment below with any changes, substitutions, questions, or ideas for us here at Potomac Beads and to help out other fellow beaders that may be watching. As always, thanks so much for watching and stay tuned for more inspirational designs here from us at Potomac Beads.